Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, we are back again with a late one. It's a late match reaction to the Leicester game at the weekend, but we'll be back just after this short intro. Yes, guys, we are back again with the match reaction show, and always with us as well is the co-host Matt. Matt, how's it going?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. Just had a busy day at work, but we're back on the grind, guys, and obviously sorry we couldn't do I suppose on the Sunday, but we were both. Well, Simon was really busy, and yeah, it was just things kind of got in the way. But like you say, we're going to do our best. We're going to do it tonight. Yeah, just hope everyone had a good bank holiday weekend. And Spurs won, so that tops off the weekend. But yeah, no, I'm all good, mate, and I hope everyone's good, and I'm looking forward to tonight's show.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And I echo what Matt said. Yeah, it's just busy times, guys. I mean, busy times. I mean, it's probably it's a broken record. You keep hearing us saying what we are. This doesn't pay. This doesn't pay no bills. I mean, and as when we started out from the day one, we said it was only we're just doing it for a bit of fun. I mean, so we can react, so we can interact with other Spurs fans and just chat about things. So. Yes, but before we get into it, guys, you can start following us, guys. If you already haven't, subscribe to us, hit the like button, guys. Comment away, guys, and we're all on all socials at the bottom there: YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and maybe soon be TikTok. Matt, we're putting some short videos out on that. So Matt, let's get into it, Matt. 3-1. It was a good performance in the end, Matt. I wouldn't say fantastic still, not what we expect, what we've seen over the years, Matt. But Matt, before we get into let's get into the comments there, Matt. Let's welcome some of the guests.
Bobby K says, "Big up Simon and Matt." Yes, cheers, Bobby. Thank you very much. Bobby. Captain Cockerell, evening time, Matt. Hope you're both well. Great result against the Foxes. Fingers crossed for Liverpool, and hoping Leeds do us a favour. Yeah. Well, all we got to do is do our job and not worry about other teams trying to do us a favour. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But we'll see what happens Saturday. It's Tony Hill. We put, "Hello guys, hope you're okay. Fantastic win. Just got to keep it going."
Absolutely, Tony. Absolutely. Big up Facts and Stats. The Captain Cockerell, and big up Tony there. And big up Bobby K as well. He's in the building. Any more, Matt?
Yeah, got one more. Liam one. He says hello.
Yes, Liam.
Hello, mate.
Yes, Liam. As we said, so if you're in the building, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys. It will help us hit the 1K mark as soon as we can. And smash the like, guys, and just leave the comments in there and ask us any questions about the game, about the games coming up, about going forward next year with Antonio Conte at the helm, hopefully. Matt, reaction. Let's get into it, mate. What was your reaction, mate? And it goes on both of these questions, mate. It's the lineup and the match reaction. So give us your reaction to the game and your reaction to the lineup, Matt. Leave him could assess the out.
Yeah, well, reaction to I'll go with the reaction to the lineup first, I suppose, and then we'll get into the game. I mean, it was a bit of a shock, but I sort of had a feeling he might throw in Mora just because I thought Kulusevski had been off it the last couple of games. Maybe it was tired. Maybe we were been a bit found out, and he wasn't as aggressive as he sort of was going into those games. So yeah, but apart from that, I thought I knew Emerson was probably going to start. There's no other option, is there? Really? No, I know people are saying play Mora right wing back or Bergwijn, but he's obviously probably tried it and thinks, no, I can't really afford to do that, and he wants maybe a bit of defensive stability as well. Saying that, I didn't think Emerson was terrible. I know he wasn't brilliant in terms of attacking, but he done his defensive job on the day. Yeah, but I mean the lineup was kind of what I expected, and yeah, I think it worked because I think it gave Kulusevski a bit of when he came on, he almost had something to prove, and you saw that as soon as he was straight on, he was bombing down the right, wasn't he? Going forward, opening up space, done that wonderful bit of skill on the touchline, and I was like, how the hell's he? How's he done that and kept it in? But yeah, and that was right next to Conte because it was on his side. So maybe that was a bit of you're not going to drop me again, mate. Mora's had his time. This is my spot now, sort of thing. But yeah, reaction to the game. Yeah, no, it was good. I don't think it was brilliant. I don't think it was, wow, we're back, sort of thing. I just thought it was, we just got the job done, and that's I think all we wanted. I think I was a little bit thinking, oh, if we get a draw here, it really is done, or if we don't pick up a result, because Leicester, even though they got, I knew they'd make changes. They've still got a good squad, I think. So, even with their second team, it probably had more. They've got way more depth than us in terms of on their bench as well. But no, we got the job done. Yeah, it was a brilliant performance. Son played well. He played brilliantly well. He's on goal scoring form. Romero absolutely awesome. Like he was brilliant. I'm sure we'll get into the tackle and who I think's man of the match. But yeah, no, my reactions good, mate. I thought the first half, even when we sort of first came out, I thought the first 8 to 10 minutes, I thought we looked quite on it. I thought the crowd was up. We pressed quite high and we got at them, and then we sort of went into a bit of a lull, and then it all went a bit flat, even in the atmosphere in the stadium as well. But no, as soon as we got the goal, we got the job done, and yeah, that's all we can ask for, and that's all we got to do for the rest of the last 4 games of the season. Now, try and get the job done, pick up as many points as we can. I suppose what will be will be.
Absolutely, Matt. I'm just watching him, Matt. I don't know if Villarreal have got a penalty, Matt. I'm just looking at it now. He's taken the Celso out. He's taken the Celso out here, and I don't know if it's a penalty. It's definitely a penalty. It's a penalty of Villarreal out here.
Has he given it, or is it VAR?
It looks like he's given it, mate. It's just a break and play at the minute because Lo Celso's got injured. So sorry, guys. We'll come back to it in a minute, mate. Yeah. So it looks like Villarreal have got a penalty here. Lo Celso's been taken out by Alisson in the box, and it looks like the referee is pointing straight to the spot. Let's get back to reaction, Matt. My reaction, I echo what you say there, Matt. I was surprised with Kulusevski, but on the other hand, no, Matt, because as you said, he did look very tired against Brentford, and especially the Brentford game and the Brighton game. But I was looking at that subs bench, Matt, for Leicester, and actually, I don't know what's gone on here, Matt. Or he's gone, or goal kick. No, he's not giving it, Matt.
Wow.
He's giving a throw-in. Wow. Wow. How is that not a penalty? Wowza. Right. Yeah, so that lineup, that sub bench alone from Leicester, Matt, I put it on Twitter. And I said, Jesus Christ, that sub bench.
I saw it, yeah.
Most of them players can get into that first 11 of ours, right? And people questioned it. That was that killer guy. He questioned it. And I put the players forward, right? And he come back maybe 100%, maybe. Tell you now, I'd say half of that bench, Matt, can get into that starting lineup, trust me. Some top players there. And they've got a top team, Leicester. Don't get me wrong there. I mean, but what a performance, Matt. Son again. Absolutely sensational again, Matt. Sensational. And We got the goal from Harry Kane. That's saying what he needed, Matt. Saying what he needed. The goal
Needed
was
a goal,
like
didn't
drying
it?
up a bit.
Yeah.
Everyone was questioning it. What's
I
happened to
still
Harry
think he
Kane?
looked off it. I still think he
Oh,
wasn't
off it. It wasn't
fantastic.
great, Matt. It wasn't great.
No.
No, it wasn't great, Matt. But it was a good header. Another
Well,
assist for Son.
was it from a corner?
From the corner. As I said to my boy,
a corner.
we scored from a corner. So, yeah. Yeah, and the second half, Matt, I think the institution of Kulusevski, mate, just changed the game. Just changed the game. Changed the flip of the hat, mate. Tell you, the subs from us, from Conte, just literally changed the game. And we can see the class from Kulusevski's. I mean, between him and Mora, you know what I mean? It was more aggressive from Kulusevski. Yeah. That skill on the touchline where he flipped it over, he's gone. You know what I mean? The guy is sensational.
I have to say, I think Mora was dreadful actually on Sunday. I really think, you know, if that was him,
2-0 Villarreal. Sorry, Matt.
2-0.
2-0. Coquelin, ex-Arsenal player, guys, has put Villarreal 2-0 up 5 minutes before the break. 2-2 on average. What a game. And this is massive for Tottenham going into the Saturday game, Matt, because they could
be pissed off.
Matt,
I think of both ways, but
it could be extra time here, Matt. It could be extra time.
Well,
I tell you, but they could be. So, yeah. Yeah. So, as I said, Matt, my reaction to the game, go on, mate.
I just wanted that. I just thought, you know, I think Lucas Moura was given his chance, and I thought, go and do something today. Go and show that, you know, at the end of the day, you're older than Kulusevski and you're the senior pro. You've got competition now. Go and show that you want to play for this club next season. And he just did nothing. So disappointed in him. And, you know, for me, I definitely think he's got to go in the summer, and we've got to bring in some different replacements for him, because not good enough he hasn't been, Lucas Moura, for me. His goals, his assists. I mean, Kulusevski's got more this season, hasn't he? And he's only been here 3 months. So for me, I think I've seen enough of Moura, and you can see why he doesn't really start or even come on for a long enough period, because he can't be trusted.
Absolutely, and I've said that, Matt. You saw the class when Kulusevski come on, mate. So as soon as he get the ball, he was trying to make something happen all the time. It was sensational that second half. He really, really was. And Son, just different gear, Matt. Just different. This guy, from the word go, as soon as Kulusevski passed that ball into, it's just one touch to the side and a left foot, mate. And what a goal! It's got to be one of the goals of the season, Matt. Seriously, an unbelievable finish. And Romero, mate, what an absolute animal this is. He is an animal of a defender, Matt. Seriously. That tackle, what led up to the second goal? Was it, Matt? Second goal? That
second goal. The second goal. Sorry,
See, that could have been a referee. Do you know what? Fair play to the referee, because some referees will have blown
given that,
Matt.
Yeah.
We're giving that for a high tackle, Matt. Do you know what I mean? But fair play to the referee. He saw it as a good tackle. He won the ball. I just love the aggression of him, mate. He's telling you, how the hell we got this defender over the line, mate. It's unbelievable. And it's Paratici for you, mate, and Conte.
It is.
It wasn't Conte.
Well, it was under Nuno.
It was under Nuno, yes. Yeah. So, Matt, comments, mate?
Yeah, mate. Bobby's personally feel that Son is not getting enough credit for his first goal, because his second one was so outstanding. That first one to cut back in and turn and shoot to the opposite side was amazing. Yeah, it was a good finish. Yeah. It was a good finish.
Yeah, I agree, Bobby. I agree. And Bobby, listen, mate, me and Matt always bigs up Son there. He gets some same credit as Harry Kane on his channel. Do you know what I mean? We just don't, it's not always Kane. And me and Matt, I'll tell you now, we're probably one of the only channels on here. We call Kane out. When he doesn't have a good game, there's other channels do say, do you know what? Give the benefit of the doubt and things like that. No, call him out. And he, as Matt said there, he wasn't great at the weekend. And Son gets his benefit on the doubt as well. On if he's done great, and me and Matt always calls it. But he's been sensational this season so far, Matt. Our top goal scorer, is it only a couple behind now? Salah.
3 behind Salah.
He could end up
He's 3 behind
Three beyond
Salah.
Salah. Wow.
But don't forget, Son doesn't take penalty. There's no penalty goal in there. Salah's probably had about 5 or 6. So if you take
There you
out
go. There you
penalty,
go.
Son's top
But
goal scorer.
Matt, let's not go to that one, Matt, because you know what people
No,
say.
no, no,
Oh,
I'm
do you know
just
what?
saying it puts
Harry
it
Kane.
into
Yeah, but you know what
puts
they
it
say.
into
Harry Kane,
context.
when he has golden boot, how many penalties did he
Yeah,
score and all that
yeah.
bullshit? So yeah.
But
On to the next one, Matt.
Son scored the most goals on his left foot as well, and he's actually right-footed, which is pretty incredible.
Right.
Bobby's
Bobby's
put
back
Conte
in.
looked genius to start Mora, so we had an attacking option that could come on and make an impact, and it worked.
Absolutely. I can see where you're coming from there, Bobby, because when Kulusevski started, especially against Brighton and Brentford, he looked at the bench and gone, oh, who can I pick here to go on and change the game for us? Do you know what I mean? And get that second goal what Kulusevski set up. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can see where you're coming from, Bobs.
Captain Cottery put Romero bossed it. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think he's been brilliant the last probably since he's come back from his injury. To be honest,
Sensational.
Unbelievable player. Louis says evening lads. Hello Louis, how you doing? Well, mate. We've got Liam. He says difference between Mora and Kulusevski was very big. Kulusevski had a great impact off the bench. I think it was a good decision to put him on the bench that game. The subs were good from Conte.
Yeah, absolutely, Liam. I totally agree with you, pal. I really do. And thanks for coming on, pal. And big up to Louis as well for coming in as well. Matt, next.
Yeah, Paul's in the building. Good evening, lads. Great result. Kulu was brilliant when he came on. Just like Matt said, it was a statement to Conte. Romero was an absolute beast, especially with that double tackle for the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's sensational. What a player. Next one, Matt.
Bob, there's a few more. Bobby's put, sorry, lads, time to start work. We'll finish this up later. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Bobby, have a good shift, mate, and we'll see you soon.
Big up, Bobby K.
Carl's in the building. Hi, Carl. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Yes,
evening, gents. Hope you're both well. Yeah, we're good. Well, I'm good. Tim Man 007. I haven't seen him for a while. Evening, gents. Yeah. Hello, mate. All the regulars are in tonight, Simon. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, is this stats? Is it? Is this facts and stats?
No, this is Tony.
It's Tony Hill. Romero, is a beast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carson, Villarreal are taking Liverpool out at the moment.
Tillian, mate, absolutely fantastic header as well from Cockburn. I've seen the goal now. What a great header! What a great header!
Half time now.
Yeah, it's half time. 2-2. 2-0 at half time. Yeah.
Tim Man 007. I think we have a chance versus Liverpool. The way they play the high line suits us, and also the game when we played them at home, we missed about 5 sitters and only drew 2-2.
Absolutely. Totally agree, Tim Man. Absolutely.
Carlos, but Romero is a beast, and Decky is a different class. That skill on the touchline was disgusting. I have watched it over and over again.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love that. Absolutely.
It is a beautiful skill. Paul has put Son was on a different level and was world class. It's a pity Kane has been off at the last 3 games. We need him more than ever now. But he did score, which actually did open the scoring, which kind of opened the floodgates, didn't it? Or would have helped anyway. So, maybe that goal will give him a boost. We'll see.
Absolutely. Big up, Paul.
Vinage. Simon, trim looking fresh. Vinage here.
Yes. I got it done today, guys. Yes.
He's also confident we're going to smack Liverpool up. They're losing 2-0 to Villarreal.
Let's just take it easy, guys.
Michael. Evening, lads.
Yes,
hello, Michael. How you doing, well, mate?
Napalm.
He says hello. Hello, Napalm.
Yes, Napalm.
What do you guys think about Saturday's game?
Matt, did you miss some there, Matt?
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
there we
hoping
go.
Kane will be 100% on it for the Liverpool game. We'll see.
Hopefully, Cole,
It's
we are
like
hoping.
someone said earlier, I was listening to a podcast and they were saying even Kane at 90% is most teams like 8 or 9 out of 10. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah. And the Palms said big up. Vinar said he hasn't seen us in ages.
Yeah, it's true. We've been around for the last couple of weeks. Vinage has been in one here, one there. It's just been hectic with us, pal.
Just hard to get a consistent. We'd love to do one straight after the game and do what, but we're just busy with work and we have families and things like that. Tim Man's put, what do you guys think about Saturday's game?
We'll get into that, Tim Man. We'll get into that. We're leading up to that. We'll get into that 100%.
Vinash said, feels so different.
Feels so different. What's the different? The channel, us, or the team?
If you answer this one, so I'm going to let the cat in because he's banging on the window.
Yeah, not a problem, mate. Yes, Nippon. All I ask is you guys to finish above Arsenal. Well, we're hoping, Nippon, absolutely hoping. Louis says we can definitely counter-attack against Liverpool and cause problems, but not sure if we can defend against them for 90 minutes. That's the problem. That is the problem. I totally get what you're trying to say there. Cole says in the pun, we are coming for you. Not watch out for Arsenal. Chelsea. Watch out for you guys as well. Kelly JTV, thanks for coming in as well, pal. Kulu is fantastic, smooth and graceful. Absolutely. Jake says Liverpool getting knocked out of the Champions League. Emery is schooling us. Wow, Jake. Do you know what? I was speaking to a Liverpool fan today. I was in town and I went to his chicken shop and he's a Liverpool fan, massive Liverpool fan. And he said, as a Liverpool fan as well, Jake, he said he had a feeling about tonight Villarreal was going to come back and haunt him. So, you know, it's as he cursed the Liverpool tonight, Michael says it can't happen. Liverpool lose tonight, then lose Saturday, plus lose against Chelsea in FA Cup. Their quadruple will be lost in a flash. I tell you what, Mike, I'm telling you now, I've said this for a couple of weeks. People saying we're not beating Liverpool. That's a free hit. Just get rid of that game. And I keep saying I'm always confident, right, against these teams. We play a high line. We are good at playing against teams with high line. Low blocks. You know what? I mean, we struggle, but I tell you now, we've done it to City, and why can't we do it for Liverpool? Why can't we? Cole says, you'll be okay, Jake. Second half, you'll sort it out. And Jake says, 2-0 down at half time, and we should be about 6 down. The chances they had as well, unbelievable. Matt, I don't know if you want to go out and come back in, mate. I think you're frozen on the screen there, Matt. Yeah, so Matt's trying to go back out and come back in. I don't know if I'm frozen, guys. I hope I'm still okay on the screen, so you can let me know as well, guys. And Cole says, I think Liverpool versus Spurs under the lights will be great. Lots of goals as well. All I'll say there, Cole, remember what happened last year. Let's get Matt back in the building. Matt, that looks good. That looks better. What I'm saying there, Cole, mate, about under the lights, I think Joe, it was Bergwijn when he missed, was it last season, Matt, when he missed that sitter? Yeah. That missed Champions League. We missed Champions League there. That cost us Champions League football. That missed. I mean, when it went 1-on-1, that was crucial. That.
Well, I think after that game, we went on a right downward, didn't we? No, I think we would have been top if we.
No. Saying that, mate. Sorry, let me take it back. Top, yeah, because we were top of the league at time with Mourinho. You're absolutely correct. I got that wrong. Yes,
We were right in the hunt. Yeah.
we were right in the hunt if we'd have beaten Liverpool. Yeah, and and Matt said downward spiral from there. Absolutely. Um, oh, sorry,
Bless you.
guys. I'm okay, thank you. Jake said you will spank us at the weekend if we play like this. um, Cole said, "I just have a feeling that we can snatch it." I'm telling you, I've got a really good feeling about this. These sort of games, I always have. So thanks there, Cole. Take that off. So Matt, what did you make of the Conti lineup? We already gone for that one, Matt. We already had a. So what players, Matt? Was you happy with the reaction then, Matt? Considering the Brighton defeat at home, Matt, which that could have been ended nastily as well, even more than one goal. Do you know what I mean? Brentford, yeah, we weren't great, but we could have at least won that game, Matt. And we struggled again against a low block again. But Matt, was you happy with the reaction from the players, Matt?
Yeah. No, they got the job done. They were professional. They worked hard. They looked a lot more organised. There was patterns of play. I was more happy with the start because we actually went at them from the start. We pressed high, we started quick, and it was a good 10 minutes, and the crowd were on side. Then it obviously when Leicester had their, I think teams like Leicester, we're not really a possession team at the moment because we don't quite have all the personnel yet, but I think we can build into that. I don't think we're a counter-attacking team as such, when we're at home. It just depends on the opposition, I suppose, but we still have a good amount of the ball. I was impressed. I thought the midfield was really good. I thought Højbjerg had another good game. He mopped up everything and done his job. I was happy with the reaction. I'm happy with Conte. He obviously made that one change to try and shake the team up a little bit and go, look, if you're not going to pull your weight and you're going to have a bad game, you're off. Sort of thing. I mean, you can't do that with Son and Kane because we don't really have anyone else. But you can do it. You can do it with other players. So yeah, I was happy with everyone, and we got the job done. We moved. Well, we just move on, and we just got to keep this. So we just never say die attitude, and just work hard for these last 4 games. If these players keep saying they want Champions League, they'll go and prove it these next 4, won't they?
Absolutely.
There's only so much a manager can do. He'll prep them all week like he does. And it's up to them to put it into, their mentality. They've been here and done it before. They need to step up.
See, what I saw of it, Matt, because I was at work. I was at work. I couldn't get the stream properly. It was a shit stream. But what I saw, the highlights, I've seen quite a lot of the highlights. And I wasn't. The start of the game, Leicester could have went 1 or 2 up in the first 20 odd minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could hit the post. I mean, if that went in the corner, that could have been. Do you know what?
Let's
go again.
That got saved onto the post. That got saved onto the post. That was Lloris. It was a save.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But it would have been a different story, Matt, if that went in. That's the problem, innit? You know what I mean? If it went in, different story. But we did get the goal. Second half, what I saw in the second half really did please me. That was a better reaction. I mean, but we need to take that into the first half of games, Matt. We do start getting sluggish. We really do. And it's not only under Conte, Matt. It's been under so many managers over the last few years, Matt. We always start sluggish. And we've got to find... And I believe under Conte, mate, if he gets the right players in with Hazy's system.
I think these players are still... not intentionally, but I think because we've been so backward with Mourinho and Nuno and, defensive managers, I think they start slow anyway, if that sort of makes sense. So I think it's still kind of, he's trying to get it out of them as much as he can, but it's still a little, I think maybe it's still a little bit of a bad habit that you just can't quite get out of him yet. But, the more he works for him in the pre-season and all that and give him players that he wants, and I'm sure you can weed it all out.
Absolutely. And I said, so you was more than happy with the reaction, Matt. And And I was happy, Matt. I was happy, as you said there. I was happy that he did say, "Do you know what? Let's freshen it up. Let's try something else because it hasn't worked against Brighton, hasn't worked against Brentford." And he did make that one change more about it. It didn't work, did it? Really, with Moura there. He keep running to players and things like that. But with the rest of the players, Matt, yeah, I was happy. I read, and I was happy with Kulusevski as well, Matt, because he could have
He could have had a sulk, couldn't he?
he could have had a sulk about that, but he didn't. He come on and he said, "Do you know what? I'm coming back on, and I'm going to show you exactly what I showed you in the first couple of games when I come in." Do you know what I mean? And he did it, and he was sensational again, Matt. So yeah, I was happy with the overall performance, Matt. Not fantastic, not Tottenham flowing football, what we're used to over the years, Matt. Harry Kane he's still off it.
Yeah. Doesn't need to be though, does it? If you can get the job done and win when you're not at your best, then I think that's a good sign.
But what the thing is, Matt, as well, with Harry Kane, he's so he's that good of a player, Matt.
He'll come back.
He can turn up at any time, Matt, in a game. Back. Yeah, he can switch it on, and he's that good of a player. Like, I believe he'll turn it on against Liverpool. I really do. And Son loves goals against Liverpool as well. So yeah, let's see how Conte sets up against. It'll be interesting to see if he will start Kulusevski in that game, which I think we need to. Or Luis Diaz is coming on here, Matt, for Liverpool. I don't know who for. But Matt, have we got any comments, Matt?
Where did you get to before? Because I went out of the room, didn't I?
Wait on, mate. We got down
to Carl. Was it Carl?
Wait on, matey. Spanks the weekend. I was feeling snatch. Yeah, in the pond.
After the pond, yeah.
No, Cole. I got to. I just having a feeling that we'll snatch it.
Right, okay, I'll go for a minute. The Ponds, but I don't know if you remember this, but I was the only person on this channel in the comment section. I predicted that you guys would do the double over Manchester City.
Yeah, I remember that in the pond. You did say that. It'd be great. I mean, we've got 6 points against City this season, and it'd be great to get 4 points against Liverpool.
When was the last time we even beat them?
Yeah, absolutely at Anfield. It's a hard place to go to, and it's one of them bogey grounds again, Matt.
I'd bite your hand off for a draw. I'd take a draw right now if you offered it to me.
I'll take it, mate. I want to win. I really do. Because Matt, I don't want us to go into that North London derby with 4 points clear. With Arsenal 4 points clear of us. I really don't. No, it'd be 5 points clear. Sorry, 5 points clear.
Well, and that's game over, Matt. Before, wouldn't it? But yeah,
we get a draw before. Sorry, yeah, and we beat them. It'd be 1, but still down to 1, Matt. And we still have to rely on Newcastle and Everton, Matt. I mean, so that's why I say, Matt. That's why I say, right, we have to try hard to get 3 points at least, Matt. At least try and get these 3. I mean, so.
Carl's put a lot of Leicester possession came from kicking it about in defence.
Yeah, I agree, Carl.
They did. They were dangerous when they progressed it through the midfield with that Samare when he went on those driving runs forward.
Thing is, Cole, as well. Thing is, Cole, they had a lot of their top players on the bench as well. You know what I mean? Like ball playing players at the back, Fofana and Talisman and Barnes and people like this.
Maddison didn't even travel, did he? So
no, that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you look at it and you put the two teams on paper, the 2 squads on paper, I'm telling you now, barring Harry Kane and
Son,
trust me, and Tottenham fans, I think that hurt a couple of Tottenham fans at the weekend when I said that, Matt.
There's at least 4 players of theirs on their bench on the weekend that would have got in our team or even on our bench. You know, Barnes, Vardy, Tielemans,
Justin.
3.
Justin, would you take him as a right wing back or left wing back? Was it one of them?
Not really fucking worse than Emerson, can he?
Absolutely not, mate. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Next up, Matt.
Carl's put you were indeed Napan. Carl's also put Bournemouth are promoted back. I think it was a
Yeah,
nil. Was it a 0-0?
yeah.
Or was
No,
it?
1-0. They beat them.
Oh, 1-0. Oh, unlucky Nottingham Forest. I quite like Nottingham Forest, but
Yeah, yeah.
maybe we can go and get that Spence now. You know, he's not coming up.
Well, the thing is, they're in the playoffs anyway.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think they'll win. I think they'll win the playoffs. I really do. I fancy them in the playoffs.
Paul's put well done to Scotty Parker. Bournemouth promoted to the Premiership.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ed Watson said hello.
Yes,
Hello,
yes.
Ed Watson.
Watson. Yes, yes, pal.
Carl's put if we win on Saturday, are we guaranteed at least 5th place?
Yeah, we could guarantee because Man United have played 2 games more than us,
Yeah, 2 games.
and Devon have got 2 games left. We've got 4, and I think we are. I think you can say now, Cole, we are guaranteed 5th place anyway. I think we're not. I can't. I mean, we are beating Burnley and Norwich. I don't care what anyone says. We are beating Burnley and Norwich. Liverpool didn't score there, but yeah, and I think we'll beat Arsenal. God, see, that is going to be the game. I think really is.
Well, I think for me,
Um,
we owe them a beating after what they did to us at the Emirates. You know, if
we
I'm
owe
a
them a
player, we need
stuffing.
to step up.
Yeah, we owe them a stuffing, mate. Trust
Yeah.
me. Next one, Matt.
Carl's finished last comment said Madison, Tielemans, and Fofana any day of the week.
Absolutely, absolutely. Imagine we get them 3 in the summer, Matt. Good players, Matt. Good players. Fofana is an absolutely sensational centre back.
I only want him if
He
Conte
does.
wants him. So that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
part of
that's
what
it.
that Conte is. It's not give him a player he doesn't want like we did with Bale
The
under
thing is,
Mourinho.
Matt, if you even said to Conte, look, we've got these 3 players here, like they're fancy moving, and couldn't you see Conte not even wanting none of them?
I think he'd want Tielemans and maybe Madison. I'm not sure about Fofana. He's only just come back from a really bad injury, hasn't he? So
Yeah, but we know what he can be like, though, Matt, isn't it?
yeah, true.
Fofana.
I
He's
don't
a
know.
top
Yeah,
centre back.
I just
Young.
wouldn't want us to waste more money and then we're back to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
positions that we
absolutely.
need and players that he wants. It's as simple as that. It's what Liverpool do with Klopp. It's what City do with Guardiola, and it works.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that it?
Um,
Oh, got one more.
he says, "Love it in Conte, we trust," and that was
Yeah,
the last comment.
right. Okay. And Matt, let's end it. We've got two more to get through before we end. This one, Matt. Oh, sorry. Are you confident, Matt? Can we still make this top 4? As you said, Matt, the last 4 games, Matt, is Liverpool away, Arsenal home, Burnley home, Norwich away, and Arsenal got, I think, Leeds home, Newcastle away, us away, and they end it with Everton at home. Where's the ups and downs coming, Matt?
Can we get 4th? Yes, we can. Obviously, yeah. I mean, we can. You know, same as Arsenal could, or they could screw it up. You know, same as we could. I think it's just about whatever team stays more consistent. Arsenal, you know, to be fair to them, if they, you know, if they came to us and got a draw or a result, you'd have to say that they'd probably deserve 4th because they would have beaten Chelsea, Manchester United, West Ham, and then got a result at Spurs.
Matt, you are actually spot on there when you said that, Matt,
Yeah,
because
you know,
before they went to the
I
Chelsea,
don't like them, but you'd have to respect it, wouldn't you? Like
yeah,
that is 4 big games.
whatever you think about Arsenal, obviously, I don't like them either. But as Matt said, you just got if that did happen, because who before the Chelsea game you thought, fucking hell, they got to go Chelsea yet, and they're not getting no points there. West Ham away, oh, that's tough. It's always tough there. United at home, oh, that could be, and they're beating all 3, Matt. And I mean, they brushed them aside, Matt. All 3 of them. Okay, Chelsea. I think they got help from Chelsea there. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. Yep.
West Ham, they look a bit jaded from the Europa League still.
Yeah, West Ham looked tired.
And United just in the mud, proper in the mud. So, yeah, it's so frustrating, Matt, because
but it's like I say, we don't get it. It's our own fault. We've lost to too many.
absolutely,
We've lost to 2. If you want 4th, you can't lose to Southampton, Wolves, Brighton, and Brentford, or draw. You've got to get
absolutely,
results.
100%.
So
100%.
I'm sorry,
That's how
but
I'm down for.
and then you're going to get, someone like Kane who'll come out and go, I want Champions League football. Well, where were you? You didn't step up when we needed you. Cristiano Ronaldo does it every bloody game at the moment. If you want to be
And
this
this is what I say.
world-class sort of player, I have to say Son steps up when we need him. Always in the clutch moments, or when we sort of need him the most, he gets goals.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately,
Seriously.
Kane gives it a lot of that, but he doesn't back it up at times.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Matt. I totally agree. When people say Harry Kane's up there he's up there with the best, he's a world class player and all that. And I always question the world class bit, Matt. Don't get me wrong, he is a top footballer. He's a top finisher. But is he really up there with the best? Because as you said there, Matt, top players, elite players turn up when the chicks are down. When that team's not performing, yeah. And United, and Ronaldo he's got players. That team's in the mud, but he pulls United out.
Yeah.
Near on week after week after week. How many points he pulled them out? Against us, that was just Ronaldo on his own. Pulled United out for 3 points, 3 massive points against us. You know what I mean? As you said, Harry Kane, how many times has he done it? How many times has he turned up in finals when we've been there, in semi-finals and things like this? You know what I mean? So as you said there, Matt, I know the question is not based on Harry Kane, but you spot on there, Matt. It's our own downfall.
Yeah,
if we don't get it, because just think, Matt, as we said there, Matt, if we'd have beaten Brighton and beaten Brentford, this game against Liverpool, as you said, free it, because we'd have been at 4 points ahead of Arsenal. I mean, going to that North London derby, it'll have been a free hit for us.
But you look back at that week where we had Wolves and Southampton, and we lost 2 home games like that, and against Southampton we were winning with 20 minutes to go, and we threw it away.
Yeah.
So
I totally agree.
Yeah. But what you've got to say is Arsenal have had their manager for a couple of years. They're building. We've had to change our manager in November. We had Nuno for 3 months. We were 8th or 9th when Conte came in, and I don't even think we'd be fighting for 4th. So, we can do it, but I think we're going to have to get a result at Liverpool, to be honest, and then we've got to beat Arsenal, and then we've just got to go and win the last 2. But it'd be typical Spurs to go and win against or draw against Liverpool, beat Arsenal, and then go and fuck it up against Burnley at 12 o'clock kickoff. So you just never know, It's
absolutely, we've got it in us, Matt.
But I think Arsenal have a loss in them. I think Newcastle away is not going to be easy. That's their last home game of the season. They're going to want to bow out, aren't they? With a bit of a height, and they're no mugs. They gave Liverpool a go the other day.
Yeah, I totally agree there, Matt.
And if Everton are still fighting, that could be they're going to be fighting, and it's Frank Lampard.
Matt, do you know what, Matt? What I'm trying to say to you, if it comes down to the last game of the season, right, we're beating Norwich. I don't care what anyone says, right?
Well,
that means we've got to. If that's the game we have to beat Norwich, we'll get that game over the line, right? Then Everton, mate, if that's a game they have to win, not a draw, have to win to stay up. Boy, as Frank Lampard will get them been going, I'm telling you now. And that'll be a tough game for Arsenal. Yeah. So, Matt, can we still make it? Yes, we can. We're only 2 points behind. Do you know what I mean?
I think we could just nick it, but I'm also in the mindset maybe we could get 5th. But I think either way, it hasn't been terrible, to be honest. If we end up 5th,
right. That's where we are now. 5th, if a 5th position. If you said to us, do you know what? Where you was when Conte come in, you're finishing 5th at the end of the season. You would have said, do you know what? I'll snap that. I'll have that. I mean, and we'll go again next season. But where we are at the minute, mate, because we're so close to his top 4, and all we need now, Matt, we need our big stars to roll their sleeves up, Matt, and be counted. That's what we need now. We need big stars now. Let's see what you're made of. Yeah, if you want to be up there with the elite players in the world, the best players in the world, like the Messis, like the Ronaldos, like the Mbappes and all these of the world, turn up against Liverpool. Turn up and do what these players do in big Champions League games and big cup finals. They go on the big stage and they perform. And Harry Kane, unfortunately, he doesn't do it a lot. He doesn't do it enough in my eyes. You know what I mean? No. And that's where Heung-min Son doesn't get enough credit. And he's the one who pulls us out of the shit, mate, all the time. And especially this season, Matt.
Yep.
He really has. Him and Son.
Yep.
I mean, and to me, at the minute, mate, it's hard to say who would you call a world-class player at the minute. I'll say Heung-min Son out of him and Kane at the minute. He seems the more of a world-class player, me personally, Matt, because he's the one who loves to turn up against big teams. You know what I mean?
Loves it to me, yeah.
If I was Harry Kane, and I'm not saying, if you're watching this and saying, what's he talking about? I mean, I'm not saying that Harry Kane is a bad player. He is a top footballer. But when it comes to this world class, I've said it for a long time. I'm not classing him as a world class player until he can prove it, and he can win. He can go and win things as well. Do you know what I mean? And he turns up for us in big finals and games. Do you know what I mean? So, not another problem. It's Matt there. Here we are. Yeah, so there's some comments here, guys. Some comments. Where was we? Cole says, yes, we are winning on Saturday 2-1. Then we are going to spank the scum, and their confidence will be destroyed. Let's hope so, Cole. Let's hope so, my friend. Captain Cockrell says, sorry, my battery died. I'll rewind it later when the stream finishes to see what I missed. I personally don't mind where we finish and won't be disappointed as long as Conte is backed this summer. Hoping if it means we can finish fifth, facts and stats, if that means we can finish fifth and get his targets as well that he wants, and we roll next season, I'll take that. But if that means we have to get Champions League for his targets to come in, for Conte to stay, mate, I want Champions League football. To me, Edwardson says Liverpool are get battered everywhere they go. They are. They really are at the minute. Edwardson. And Cole says, look, I want third, but let's face it, it will. Let's face it, with the crap we have seen this season, who would have thought we'd still be in the battling for a top four finish? Absolutely, Cole. Seriously, absolutely. I said before Conte come in, look at the shit we had, and when Conte's taken over, and look where he's put us. I mean, and if you say to us when he come in, do you know what? I'm gonna get you at least top 5. You know what I mean? We'll have took that. I mean, absolutely. And Edwardson says, I so agree with that comment about Harry Kane. Oh, I want Champions League football. Well, why don't you only manage 17 touches when you played in the final instead of Lucas, who should have been in there? Absolutely. I mean, I was disappointed for Lucas that time. I really, how kicking the teeth that was. I mean, getting a hat-trick in the semi-final to put your team in the Champions League final and say, do you know what, you're getting dropped for someone who's been out for half that season and comes back in with a really unfit Harry Kane. Yeah, that didn't really go down well with me. Cole says Leeds and Everton and Newcastle are really hard. Leeds and Everton are fighting for their lives, and Newcastle on the return. I can see where you're coming from, Cole, but Arsenal just got that at the minute in them. They're just finishing off games at the minute, not winning. And Edwardson says Liverpool just had their first shot on target. I'm watching it in the background here, guys. I have got it on silent here, guys, and so in a minute, I can see Liverpool getting a goal in a minute. They are pushing for it. And Lily White Lane, big up Robbie in the building, spot on there, Simon. Thank you. Liverpool have just scored, guys. Liverpool have just scored. It's 2-1 now. So they are back on the aggregate, guys. The fans are going crazy. There. Facts and Stats says Chelsea United and West Ham all rode over for Arsenal. So it would be nice if teams like Leeds and Everton done the opposite and help us out. Absolutely, Facts and Stats. I mean, but I don't like relying on teams, though. We should be finishing off Brighton, finishing off Brentford. Would have been literally 4 points clear, I think it worked out. In this, would have been 4 points clear now, going to the Liverpool game. Free hit against Liverpool. We could have do you know what? We could have rested top players against Liverpool. Top players, against Liverpool for the Arsenal game. And and still, if we lost it and Leeds and Arsenal won, we'd still been a point ahead. You know what I mean? So that's the position I would love to be in. And Cole said, "I told you, Jake, they would be fine. It's not over yet. Don't get me wrong, Villarreal, they've got some more fight in them, trust me." And it's Tony Hall says, "To me, I'll be happy with fourth or fifth as long as we get Europe. That all I care about because the club need Europe. Champions League football. That's what I want, Tony. And yeah, I won't put my nose up in European football in Europa League, but to me, definitely, I would love to have Champions League football. Me personally." And Cole says, "Simon, we are Spurs. We don't make anything easy." Absolutely, I know, Cole. I know. But I'm just pointing out a fact here. Matt's back in the building. Matt, I don't know if you know, Liverpool are back in it. It's 2-1.
Yeah, I just heard.
Yeah. So yeah, I know we don't make it easy for ourselves, Cole. I know, but that's just the fact that if we did turn up against Brighton and beat them and beat Brentford, we'd have been here, mate. We'd have been. Do you know what? We're cushioning, we're laughing and we're joking about. Yes, we're definitely getting this. Don't worry about the Liverpool game. You know what I mean? But it's come to the point now where I think a point is not going to be enough against Liverpool. I really don't. I think we have to try and somehow scuffle a win there. We really have to. Matt, basically, Matt, everyone was saying, Matt, there won't be, they won't turn their nose up on finishing fifth, Matt. And the other one, Matt, was they're hoping like the likes of Everton and Leeds could do us a favour because Chelsea, United and West Ham just rolled over for Arsenal. Do you agree with that, Matt?
I think that Chelsea rolled over. I think Man United gave it a good go, but they just, I don't know. I think Arsenal had a bit of luck. They obviously, Man United missed a penalty, hit the post. Why Ronaldo didn't take that, I don't know. West Ham, I thought they gave it a good go. Actually, West Ham put out a decent enough team than I thought they would on the Sunday. Arsenal were kind of lucky to get out of there. It was just two sort of set, sort of crossed goals, wasn't it? I think if maybe West Ham would have played Souček, I think the corner goal wouldn't have happened.
But the thing is, Matt, is as we said, Matt, Arsenal ain't been playing great. Against Chelsea, they got gifted 3 goals, mate. Gifted 3 goals, gifted by their defence. Right?
I don't think they've been great the last 3 or 4, to be honest.
West Ham, as you said, mate, there was just two. Was it 2 crosses, Matt? I mean, 2 crosses. It's like against United, where they missed a penalty, had a goal disallowed in the vital parts of the game, Matt. Do you know what I mean? So, unlucky that could have been 2-2 there. But yeah, it's so. Yeah, I can see where people are coming from. Everton are fighting for the lives, Leeds are fighting for the lives, and they could be tricky games.
I'm going to rely on other teams, though, but we're going to have to.
No, absolutely, Matt. I just said this, Matt, before you just come back on, Matt. I don't rely on other teams. I want us to have beaten Brentford, have beaten Brighton, and been here sitting very comfortably. Do you know what? We are getting this top 4. You know what I mean? That confident. And at the minute, we're like, we have to beat Liverpool.
I mean, there will be twists and turns. There's still 4 to go. I'm sure there'll be a few of them.
Absolutely. So, Matt,
it's over. But
we'll get into the last one, Matt, before we go off, Matt. The last one is this one, mate. Which team has got the pressure, mate, going into the last 4 games? Top 4 is between Arsenal and Tottenham. Yeah, let's get out of there now. Chelsea, they've got to watch that 3rd position, Matt. I still say. I think they've got a bit of a cushion there. They still got to watch that 3rd position.
Chelsea need 5 points, and then they're safe. So
yeah,
they need a win and 2 draws. So
yeah,
I don't know. You just never know. I mean, everything that's going on at Chelsea, especially with the reports coming out today, it seems like everything's distracting them at the moment.
Well, I tell you now. Oh, it's 2-2. It's 2-2.
What, Villarreal scored again?
No, it's 2-2. Liverpool 2. Liverpool just scored again, make it 4-2 and have got. But I think it's going to VAR though. They're going to have a check because it did look a bit offside. But Diaz comes on. Here you go, guys. Here you go. This is what I'm trying to say. Comes off the bench, and this is the quality. You know what I mean? This is what Spurs have got to have. I mean, next season. Let's see it, Matt, before we get into this one. Oh, no. He's onside. He's onside. It is 2-2. 4-2 in aggregate. And that's Liverpool 3. It's game over now. So they probably can take off their best players now and rest them against us. But there you go. But that goes to show Spurs fans what can happen against Liverpool if our big players turn up. I mean, on Saturday. I mean, it can happen. So Matt, sorry, mate, I interrupted. So pressure. Who's got the pressure, mate?
Oh, probably both teams. I mean, Arsenal are ahead, aren't they? So whoever's ahead has got the pressure. The only thing the team can do that's behind them is put the pressure on and hope that it plays a part. For me,
Matt, would you rather play first or second? Get into this running now. Would you play the first? Would you rather be the team playing the first game for the pressure, or waiting for that team and you play the second and you know what you need to do?
I think I'd rather play the first game. Because I know Spurs don't really like too much pressure, and I think you can go in on Saturday and go, look, we've got Liverpool. Let's see what we can do. And even if we give it a go and lose, you just never know what can happen with Arsenal. They might think they're hunky dory, and then Leeds turn up fighting for their lives and snatch a point, or you just never know, mate. I mean, yeah, it'll be.
Well, the thing is that is our. Do you know what, Matt? That is probably the best scenario for the weekend. We don't get nothing at Anfield, and Leeds come out there with a point. And okay, that'll be 3 points clear, Arsenal, but they've got to play us. Then obviously we got the goal difference, Matt. And that can just change the whole of the complex.
And if we win,
I am so confident.
If we win on that Thursday and we're both level, we've got a better goal difference. All we've got to do is beat Burnley and Norwich. And if you can't do that, you don't deserve it.
Yeah,
and it's as simple as that.
Absolutely, 100%. I think only beating Burnley, Matt, because that Newcastle away, that is a toughie. And as you said, Matt, they're on the turn at the minute. Newcastle, they're going into next season and in the summer, looking to bring in some top players. I mean, with that big money they got, and they're going places, Matt.
Nearly as well.
Was that, Matt?
I think Trippier's nearly back as well.
I
mean, how ironic would that be if he scores the winner or so? Go on, Kieran.
Brilliant, absolutely.
That would be good. Both teams have got pressure. I'll say Arsenal. They're ahead. So if they screw it up from here, they've bottled it, haven't they?
Yeah.
And let's be honest, mate. We've had 2 different managers. Arsenal have had a pre-season under Arteta. He's been there 3 seasons. They spent the most money in the summer, over 150 million. And they've had 1 game a week.
Yeah.
Just saying. Theoretically, they should get it.
Yeah. Right. Matt said Arsenal's the pressures with Arsenal. And I totally agree. I agree with Matt. Pressure's not on us, is it? We're not in full spot.
It's just our job to try and put as much pressure as you can on them. They're young players, remember. They're a young team. We've been there as a young team before.
Yeah.
We should be experienced, and we've got older players who've been in the Champions League and played in that sort of competition, and, they know what it means. And, Son's Spurs TV interview the other day, I found fascinating that he didn't really care about the goal scoring records or anything. He just said, I want to play in the Champions League. And he said, so does this team. So,
and that's frightening, Matt. And that's frightening when you hear that.
That's the mentality you want. That's what, and then they asked Conte, what does he think of it? And he went, that's what I like to hear. So,
well, what I find frightening when he's saying he just wants the Champions League, and if we don't get Champions League, does he then turn his head saying, you know what? Can I go on for one more season at this club trying to get them into the Champions League? It'll be a hard test for Tottenham's board in summer if we don't get Champions League, to try and keep the likes of Son, Kane and Conte at the club, trying to win them over with big signings in the summer.
I think with Conte, though, he came in and didn't even think we'd get near 4th. So if the meeting goes well, even if we get 5th and they go, look, we're gonna bring players in, we're gonna going to sign. You just got to agree with him in that meeting and keep him happy, I suppose. And I think if you keep him, I think you keep the other two, to be honest.
Yeah, but I just don't want the board, Matt. We've seen this before, mates. Agree, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you that. Then when as the summer goes into the summer, Matt, and just fuck it all up, Matt, and not.
I feel like I'm just hearing different things around, like we're ready to buy early, and there's a lot of.
Right, and let's hope so.
There's a lot of info out there. I mean, I think Daniel Levy has felt the pressure, and he thinks, shit, if I get this wrong, I mean, I could be in trouble. And I think Paratici's there now, and I think that's a big difference compared to the last couple of seasons.
Right,
he doesn't want to be a losing project either.
Absolutely. So both agree, Matt, that the pressure's back on Arsenal.
Yeah.
They're in the driving seat. So
we've got Liverpool. That's almost like you could get a draw, you could lose, or you never know. You might nick something, but Arsenal should be beating Leeds from what I've seen of Leeds in the last couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
So
Matt, we'll go on to Liverpool, Matt. We'll go on to Liverpool. Let's get any more comments, Matt.
I think there's been another goal. I can hear something.
Goal. I don't know, Matt. Wait on. Mine could be just behind. So Matt, we got any comments in there, Matt?
Yeah, 3-2. Turn up.
Yeah.
Yes. Huh?
It's 3-2 Liverpool. Mane.
Yeah.
Mane,
turn up against the big team like City and Liverpool, but I think 1-2 Son late winner.
Oh, I'll love it.
If it's a late winner, oh my God. I think Chelsea have the most pressure as they are in free fall.
Wow. Well, I do really want to bring them into it, Carl, because they're 5 points clear of us and they're 3 points clear of Arsenal. I think in the end they have got the players just to get over the line. And they have got the quality there. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised, Carl. I will not be surprised.
Right Heart Lane has put, hey guys, hello mate.
Yes, Right Heart Lane. Long time no see, my brother.
Carl's put, if you were talking either us or Arsenal, then it's them 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Carl's put, Conte has already said he wants to bring the revolution to Spurs to take us to the next level. Deals are already on the table and proven players, apparently.
Well, let's hope so, Cole. Let's hope so. That's what we need. We need proven players, already players who can just come in and hit the ground running from the word go and start the season very well. I mean, and that's what you need to do. You know what I mean? Because then if you start the season well, then you can have a little blip. If you're going to have a little blip for the season, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I totally agree, mate.
Ed Watson's put so much for Villarreal.
Yeah.
Villarreal let us down. I didn't want Liverpool losing tonight and going into us thinking, they're going to be angry and annoyed.
Yeah, I can see Matt. I can see that.
You can see there's ricks in their team tonight, and this is. I think we've got better players than Villarreal, personally, in terms of being up front. Anyway,
it's just the defending that really scares me. I mean, Romero's quality. So I mean, what we know, like the likes of Dyer and Davies can fucking really. So yeah. Anyone else, Matt?
Last comment is where Right Heart Lane says, "Where are we from?"
Where you guys from? I'm from Fleetwood, up north, just out of Blackpool there, Matt.
I'm from it's a town called Hassex. It's very close to Brighton. If you know where that is, in the southeast of England.
There you go, Right Heart Lane. So, where are you from as well, pal? Where are you from?
That's all the comments, mate.
Yeah. So that's it then, guys. Thanks for everyone who tuned in tonight. Me and Matt giving you our reaction, and thanks for everyone in the comment section tonight. Absolutely fantastic. We've had Matt. We've had some real members from the past, Matt, who's come in and said hello to us tonight, which is great. And it's great to hit. It's great to see because we don't do it regularly. We're just a bit frailed at we will lose our fans of the channel very quickly. But it doesn't. So me and Matt were doing something right. We love coming in here and we keep it straight. You know what I mean? We talk straight as well. We don't beat around the bush. We say as it is, and that's how we like to have it on this channel. But absolutely, seriously, fantastic from every single one of you in that comment section tonight. So hoping we have a great result against Liverpool at the weekend. We will be back with another review of a preview of that game whenever Matt's available, and then I'll get that one going if Matt's available. So Matt, I know there's a few more comments there, Matt, before I hit this video.
He's put Essex.
Oh, he's an Essex lad. Good old Essex.
Captain Cockle, great show as always, Simon, Matt. Many thanks. See you both soon, and as always, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on, facts and stats.
And then Carl's put Kent.
Carl's from Kent.
And then it's Tony Hall said, bye guys, come on, you Spurs.
Yes.
So that, mate. Have a good evening.
Is that it, Matt?
That is all of it, mate.
That's it, mate. So good night, God bless, guys. As I said, it's from Premier Hotspur TV. I've been Simon. This has been co-host Matt. So we're out to the building, guys. We're leaving and hoping for three precious points against Liverpool. But we'll be back with another show for that one. So, guys, and let's hope after the Liverpool game, we hear this song about Antonio Conte. Let's just end it with this again. Antonio Conte. Good night, guys. God bless. And come on, you Spurs. Come on, guys. Come on.